What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about former Major League Baseball player David Ortiz. He is now divorcing his wife after 25 years. How do we know this? Well, his wife went to Instagram to post about it. She went to Instagram to let everybody know that her and David are separating and they're no longer together. What's interesting about this is that David Ortiz actually filed for divorce in 2013, but they ended up reconciling a year later and getting back together. So in total, they've been together about 25 years. Now, I did a video about David Ortiz a couple of years back because he had gotten shot in a hit gone wrong. There was somebody else that he was with that was the target, and he ended up being the one to get, well, it was two people, but he got hit in the process. People thought that maybe it was a woman that he was seeing. You know, he had a side chick that he was seeing in the Dominican Republic, which is where that occurred. And people thought it was because of somebody that she was dealing with, right? And that guy could have sought revenge when that wasn't what it is. David Ortiz is beloved in the Dominican Republic. So that turned out to not be the case. It actually was a case of mistaken identity, and the hitman ended up hitting the wrong guy. Now, him and his wife Tiffany are separating. Now, he's been retired, I believe, since 2016. David Ortiz is one of the best big game sluggers I've seen. Just me. Y'all may disagree, especially me as a Yankees fan. Watching him go against the Reds, as a Yankees fan, watching him go up against the Yankees, he always came up in clutch situations. Him, Manny Ortiz, they were the Shaq and Kobe of that team. Just very good clutch hitters, big game hitters. And yeah, man, but let's get into this article from the NY Post. It says it's over for Red Sox legend David Ortiz and wife Tiffany. On Monday, Tiffany, who had been married to Big Papi since 2002, announced on Instagram that the couple is splitting up after 2+ decades together. Let me just say this. Whenever a woman announces to everybody that she's separating, it's probably because they've either been separated for a while now and they've just been friends with each other, kind of like Jalen Rose and Molly Karam, or that she's already moved on to another guy. And she's already setting up her life as a single woman, and she's already back out dating. Because it's rare for women who separate from their husbands, I would say, for them to go to Instagram and announce it. We saw it with Jay Cutler and his wife Kristen, right? When they separated, they both put out Instagram statements. Then that divorce ended up turning into a complete mess. But I just want people to understand, whenever you see a woman, and this is nothing against Tiffany, I'm just pointing out something. Whenever you see a woman put up a post about separating, she wants men to know that she's available. That's what this is about, because they could easily file for divorce and not put out a public statement. They could just move on with their life. I don't think David has put out anything, which lets me know that this divorce may not be his idea. This might be her idea. She might have been the one to file this time and now is going through with it. Because in 2013, David filed for divorce. He filed for divorce. He wanted out of that marriage for whatever reason, but they reconciled. But now I believe that this divorce was probably more of her idea than his. I could be wrong. But this is her way of letting men know she's single. And other people as well, because let's say she's out with another guy. They're like, well, aren't you with David? Over the past 25 years, David and I have shared beautiful adventure and love and partnership, Tiffany wrote alongside a black and white photo of the pair. We have made a decision to go in a new phase of our life journey together, not as a couple, but as friends and co-parents to our amazing children. Tiffany and Ortiz, who both are 46, have 2 children together, son D'Angelo and daughter Alexandria. The former first baseman and designated hitter also has a daughter, Jessica, from a past relationship. As of Tuesday morning, Ortiz has not addressed the separation from Tiffany on his Instagram page because, again, he may not be a public person, but he's a public figure. But I think this divorce might be more of her idea than his. I think she's the one that wants to move on. You know, he's retired. You know, I believe he retired in 2016. So he's pretty much done with his baseball career. Now he's transitioned into doing TV. See, when he first wanted to divorce, he was still playing baseball, and they worked that out. But now that these guys retired, that's when you start seeing these marriages fall apart. Now, again, they still could be cool with each other, cordial with each other, co-parenting. But a lot of these videos that I have done about these divorces, these athletes tend to get divorced after their playing career. Everything seems to be good during their playing career, but once their playing career is over, that is when you start seeing issues in the marriage. Just like with Earl Thomas and his wife. Earl Thomas, once his situation got bad in Baltimore, he's out of the league. Now you start to see all these issues with him and his wife. Ortiz, who played with the Red Sox from 2003 to 2016, had previously filed for divorce from Tiffany in 2013, according to MLB.com. The pair later reconciled, however. Since retiring from baseball after the 2016 season, Ortiz became an MLB analyst for Fox Sports. He is currently on the ballot for Baseball Hall of Fame, which I think he'll get there. I think he's put in the work. One of the best baseball players I've had the chance to see. Some people may say differently, but I'm talking about me as a viewer. And listen, David seemed to be in a better place than he was a couple years ago with that incident. Him and his wife are probably on good terms, but I just want y'all to know, man, I just seen Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge plays for the New York Yankees, right? Aaron Judge just got married during the prime of his career. I never understand that. If he's gotten any type of mentorship from Derek Jeter, Derek Jeter should have probably told him it's best to wait after your playing career winds down. I know you think you're gonna play for another decade, right? Which is probably what it is, but then fine. There's no rush to get married. I mean, listen, if you want to get married, that's the choice you make. But you got to understand, as a pro athlete, chances are that once your career is over, that marriage may not last. And I'm not saying that that's in every case, but a lot of times when a guy is high profile, look at Alex Rodriguez, David Ortiz. I've seen other high profile athletes on that type of level. When they got married during their career, once they're retired, they end up getting divorced. That may not happen in this situation, but it could. It could. And again, David Ortiz seems to be in a better place. But I just find it interesting how she's announcing this on social media. She's announcing this separation, but he isn't. He hasn't really announced anything. He hasn't said anything. But she's putting this out here probably because she's already moved on. And I'm not saying David is perfect. David, has had other women. But again, what you expect from a pro athlete? You married them. You want to be married to them. You understand that these guys, they're not going to be the most faithful. Not going to be the most faithful. But I do believe that with David Ortiz's now ex-wife putting this out here, because she didn't have to put this on Instagram. She could have released a statement or something like that, not on her social media. When you put this on social media, you're trying to change how people view you. You want the people who may follow you, maybe family, friends, maybe acquaintances, people you never know, to say, hey, I'm a free woman. And also maybe signal to men that the DMs are open. Because whenever you see women announcing their separations on social media, man, all I can think of is the DMs are open. That's what I think of. When I see women post, oh, we're separating out this. When they put that on Instagram, that's a sign, because I got to understand, social media is a huge part of people's lives now. Social media is a part of everybody's life nowadays. People wake up and they check their Instagram messages, their Facebook messages, then their text messages. Social media is that important. It really is. So, notice thing in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll see y'all in the next one.